We're here with Jessica Lahr. She's Mrs. New York. We're so pleased that you joined us here at Vera House. I'm George Kilpatrick. I'm the Men Lead by Example Coordinator. And Jessica so graciously joins us today to talk about her work being Mrs. New York. How'd you become Mrs. New York?
Oh my goodness, I joined the pageant organization after thinking about it for about 3 months. And I finally said yes, why not? It's something different. I'd never done a pageant before, so I definitely pushed myself outside of my comfort zone. But I joined. I knew it would give me the opportunity to give back in a larger way and give me a platform to be a voice, and it's definitely done just that.
Being a voice and giving you a platform, why was that important to you?
Well, for personal experience, I had went through a dark time, and after a while of going through this time, I discovered volunteerism and what it can do for you as far as how it makes you feel, and it really gave me a chance to think outside of myself and stop feeling sorry for myself, and volunteering fed my soul, and it still does that. So I knew it'd give me that platform to encourage and spread that message.
Well, you described your dark time.
After I had my first son, I had stopped working for the first time since I was 14 years old. I had gained 70 pounds. I was without a car.
Did you say 70?
70,
wow.
yes. And I had found myself in this place that was just unrecognizable. You know, I wasn't contributing to my family financially. I was unrecognizable when I looked in the mirror, and I just felt insignificant. I felt this sense of pity for my situation, but at the same time, I was in love with being a mom, a stay-at-home mom. I was so grateful for the opportunity to be home. So I was ashamed that I was so disgusted with myself and disappointed in myself, and it was a sad situation. I'd never been there before. I was always a very outgoing, bubbly, happy person, so I struggled with it. I was diagnosed with depression, but I just slowly started to make changes, and I started by making healthier eating habits and
You did this
choices.
by yourself?
And yes,
Really?
yes, yeah. Applying consistent exercise, little by little. I mean, I remember walking for like 20 minutes. You know, just walking 20 minutes.
That was a goal. Like if you could just walk 20, yeah,
every couple days, and yeah, it took a few years, but I lost 70 pounds, and I came out of it. And then I started modeling, and people would always say, "Oh, I wish I could do that, and I could never do that, and you're so lucky." And I decided to put my story out there because people just thought that this just happened, and it was a journey. You know, I'd come from this dark place, and I never thought that I would be modeling. You know, my childhood dreams would be coming true, and never in a million years did I think I would be Mrs. New York America.
Yeah, but show it so we can see the. Thank you. There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, it's been a journey.
Yeah.
And it's been such an encouragement to me and to so many others that I've been able to share my story with, because we all come from somewhere. We all go through dark times, but it's those who march and put one foot in front of the other who will find happiness and success.
You said you did this by yourself, but did you have friends that were watching you go through this torment? And where were they, I want to know? And then on the other side, did you pick up some new support that sort of, you go girl, you can do this, you can do this. So tell me about these friends on the other side. Did they not say anything to you, or what happened?
Well, the reason I say I went through a private depression is because I didn't tell anyone.
Okay.
I didn't.
But they
tell
could see
anyone.
you were changing physically, though, right?
Physically,
yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a tiny little gymnast, and then I was
70
pounds heavier.
Right.
And they knew that I was upset about that, but they never really knew that I was crying in dressing rooms and stores, and frustrated with not having anything that fit, and just looking in the mirror and not recognize myself. So I really kept it very private, and until I started coming out of it, because I was ashamed. Until I started coming out of it, I started to kind of tell my friends and, family that I had been going through this. And, it was when I started volunteering when my life started changing.
What was the first place you ever volunteered?
Well, I volunteered for years when I was younger for different things, but this specific volunteer job, I was coaching a cheer team, gymnastics, and there was one individual on this team who pushed me to go to a model casting, and this was after I lost probably about 60 pounds at that point, and I can't do that, and she really encouraged me to go, basically forced me, sat in the passenger seat of my car, and when I got cast for that modeling fashion show, it gave me that little piece of hope and belief, and oh my goodness, I could do this, maybe I could do this, and that's what life is all about. So many people have impacted my life in the past 3 years since I've been on this journey of coming back, and everyone makes an impact, and you just never know when you meet somebody or when you go through an experience like volunteering with somebody or an organization who's going to touch your life. So
you talked about hope, and you made me think about what we do here at Vera House, providing counseling, providing advocacy, providing shelter, and providing education for survivors of domestic violence, both men and women. And this is a particular organization that you want to be more active in. Why?
Well, I thankfully haven't gone through personal experiences of abuse, but I have loved ones who have and are going through different situations, and it's heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they know there are resources like this out there. All of the different types of services that Vera House offers, and I'm not sure others know. So me volunteering and just saying, where can I help, throw me in wherever I fit, that's fulfilling to me, and hopefully will just spread the news about what Vera House can do for people that are victims of sexual or domestic abuse, like the people I love.
Yeah, whether it's elder abuse services, whether it's prevention education through the work that I'm doing throughout this community, whether it's our Mentors in Violence Prevention program working in the schools, whether it's adult survivors of sexual assault getting counseling here, or whether it's advocacy for those who need shelter, who need housing, who need some other. It's really, those are the kinds of ways in which we help.
And that's huge. And I don't think enough people know that they can benefit from the Vera House. And this is just a stepping stone to the next part of their life where they'll find themselves moving forward and not stuck in this place.
Yeah, and we should tell people that we have like 24-hour hotline and counseling and support. I'm going to give you that number. You ready?
Yes.
468-3260, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Whether you as an individual survivor, men, women, children, all persons who need support from Vera House can get it. A lot of people think that it's just services for women or just for children. Every person who finds themselves in a situation that they need help and support, they can call that hotline. And the interest, and you know this just from your time coming aboard and watching what we do, is that this staff is dedicated and they're committed.
Oh my goodness.
That phone rings, people jump to attention. They want to help. They want to help the individual with the choice that they want to make in their life, right? Just like you made the choice, you had to decide, right? That's what this is about, right?
Yeah, life is about
you had to decide, and one of the strengths, I got to tell you, one of the strengths of our organization is the number of people who volunteer, who answer a call, who fold an envelope.
Yeah.
You know how important that is.
It's crucial. To an organization like Vera House, it is crucial. They're always in constant need of volunteers. And I think it's so important that if it's hitting you close to home, for you to dedicate time, whether it's at a special event or like the White Ribbon campaign. You know, that does do something because it creates awareness about Vera House, and you can bring people out to it, people that wouldn't get involved, and they get their foot in the door and then want to dedicate their time to volunteering. Volunteerism is crucial, and it's so fulfilling. I mean, to give is to truly receive, and I believe that.
You're so right. And I got my white wristband.
Yes.
and this is interesting because we just had, recently we have our annual White Ribbon campaign. The purpose of the campaign is obviously to raise awareness and raise money, obviously, to continue to do the work that we do. And when you wear this white ribbon, you're making a pledge to never commit, never to remain silent, or never to support abuse. So this is not just throw a ribbon on, I'm for the cause. No, you're basically saying, I'm with the movement and I'm making a pledge myself. And you have to, it's a challenge. You should live up to it. It's not just, I'm wearing a ribbon because I want to. I'm wearing a ribbon because I actually believe that I can make a difference. And that's what the White Ribbon campaign is about.
Yes.
It's about making a difference.
And it has. I mean, I had people come out and walk, and they didn't know about Vera House, and now they know, and they want to get involved with Vera House. And I have my bracelets of hope.
Yes.
And believe.
Believe, yes.
Because I think we all find ourselves, no matter where we come from or what we go through, at some point you feel helpless or hopeless. And I like to think that if you remain faithful, humble, and push forward every single day, that your life will be somewhere you couldn't have imagined it to be.
And even though, as you said, you didn't actually experience domestic violence, abuse in your life, still you found yourself in a place where you had to come through.
Yeah.
And much like the survivors, they find themselves in a place where they have to come through and make some choices. And what we want people to know is that we're here.
Yes.
And whether you're volunteering, whether you're on the staff, whether you have family, there's all kinds of ways that you can help.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that whoever's watching this, they should know there's a reason that they're still here. Mm-hmm. There is a purpose for their life. Mm-hmm. And these decisions that they're making to call Vera House, and the next decision they make, and the next decision they make, those decisions are to find their true purpose. And if they make their decisions with that in mind, then they will find themselves in a better place and stronger.
Yeah. So you're going to be our new spokesperson, is that what you're saying?
I don't know about that.
But you're gonna use your platform to help us.
Yeah, this has been an opportunity for me to voice and promote organizations that are near and dear to my heart and that are making such a positive impact on the world. And Mrs. New York America has given me that opportunity and that platform, and whatever I can do to help Vera House and the people that are benefiting from Vera House, it's my absolute pleasure.
All right, can I ask you to do an unplanned thing?
Sure.
Can you get the crown out for me?
Do you want to try the crown on?
You know what? I'm going to just have you wear the tiara for us today.
Okay.
Just so that we know for a fact that it is you.
That it is true. Here we go. Here we go. First crown I ever wore.
Jessica Lahr, Mrs. New York. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing on behalf of not only Vera House, but the other organizations that you're speaking out on behalf of. Because volunteering does make a difference. So you can now say that in your crown, too.
It does. Volunteering makes a difference. All the difference in the world. And it's so beneficial to your soul. So get involved. Take time out of your day. You will not regret it. You will feel good, happy, and honored to be able to make a difference.
We're honored to have the opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Jessica Lahr is Mrs. New York.